Morning, welcome to the class today. Let's get into the session, which I said yesterday we'll be working on legs from a lying down position. So let's spread your toes, ankles, knees and hips stacked, your shoulders, keep them down away from the ears and then bring your hands onto your lower belly. In through the nose and out through the mouth. As you breathe out, you want to feel the tummy move in, the contraction forming in the belly. In through the nose and sighing out. So belly moves in and up away from gravity. Hands high, breath in. Sighing out, keep the shoulders dropped. Do one more like that. Breath in. And as you exhale, your arms come down. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, let's take them to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, bring your arms down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet. We're going to stay lifted. And then we're going to take our arms out to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. Arms lift as you inhale. And then bend the knees, arms come down, your heels stay lifted. Just the arms, keep the legs there. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Sighing out to the side. Arms lift, inhale. And then come down a little bit more into those legs. We'll go again, just a couple more. Inhale, rising up. Exhaling out to the side. Inhale, arms forward. Out we go. So movement with breath. Inhale, lift up. Come down a little bit further, and we're just going to do it one more time, please. And get into a little bit of hip opening balancing. Exhale out. Inhale, lift. Lower down last time. Come up and let's lower our heels down. We'll zip our legs up and we'll take our arms out to the side. Now if your arms get sore at any stage, cross them over the chest. Right leg, inhale, lift up. Out we go. Inhale to the center, lower without touching down. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale out. Inhale, center, and then lower. Inhale up. Exhale out. Inhale, center, and keep that going. I don't often look back at my videos, but yesterday I had to look back. And you couldn't hear the music. It was just me and my puffing. So if you did the class, apologies. Next time I do a class like that, I'll get the music a bit louder. It felt loud from in here. Last one, I'm going to hold this leg out, and I'm going to tip forward, keeping the leg out. And then we're going to bring the knee towards the arm. This gives your arms a break, makes the balance a little bit challenging, keeps your hip working. 2 more. We're going to take that leg back straight and then take your arms back as well. Lace the fingers. Just open out through the heart. Two more breaths here. So we're going to come up, take the arms to the side and then the left leg. Inhale up, exhale out, inhale center, lower it down again. Continue on like that. Relax the shoulders there so you're feeling no tension in the neck. 2 more times. After this one, we'll go up and we'll keep the leg lifted. So take it up, then tip yourself forward. Just find your balance, and then we're going to bring the knee forward. And let's straighten it out back. Arms go back, lacing those fingers. Shoulder blades together. We breathe. Last couple of breaths here. That was my ankle in case you heard that. Come on up out of that. And we'll go into just our tree pose and then we'll make our way down. So digging the heel in. And then your hands can come either at your heart, third eye, or the lift. Shoulders stay relaxed, and then eye gaze too, if you can, be tilting upward. Separate the toes of your supporting foot. Let's switch, please. So deep inhaling, opening that knee out, and then again your hands can stay down low. Find the third eye, or lift. I don't know why yesterday was well a bit over the 20-minute mark, the live stream just left. So when I started it again, the screen went all black. You know how it is, I have trouble with my computer a lot too more. So let's fingers crossed it doesn't happen today. But if it does, I'll start it again. Just know that it won't be potentially very clear, the screen. The video goes dark. So let's start with our opening out through the hips, lying on our side. So it's legs. And you're going to be lying down, having your head down, knees are in, and your feet are lifted. So from here, we're going to inhale, lift to the knee, and then exhale, lower it down. So just moving with breath. You can have your head down, not resting on your arm. I'm going to keep it up just because I can see better. But for your neck, it's probably preferable just to have your head lying down like that. A couple more here. Now we're going to inhale, open, and then exhale, kick the foot forward. Feet come together, and then lower the knee down. Continue on, inhale up, exhale, kick, feet come together, exhale and down. Now as I'm doing this, I've got my hand on my belly just to monitor and feel that when I breathe out, my tummy muscles are contracting. So try and do that. Just a couple more here. Last one, and then we're going to extend both legs away straight. So keep them together, keep the feet lifted, but now they've gone away straight. Bottom leg doesn't move. Take a breath in and just lift the top leg, not very high. So what it's about is control. So the leg lifts. You're not throwing it up high. You're just going to imagine that it's quite weighted. And if you did yesterday's class with me, it's going to feel pretty weighted. I'm hoping your legs are feeling sore from yesterday. Maybe your arms a bit too. Two more like that. Now listen, we're going to hold this one up and then bring the bottom leg up. So the bottom leg is lifting. And you can have your arm forward for balance if you need. And support. But you're already going to be feeling it around this area. 4 more. Now both legs are going to come down and up together, but they don't come down very far. They can't really go up very far either. So it's quite a contained movement. It's very intense. So next one, we're going to hold it up. Don't go anywhere. Hold it up. Bring your arms overhead. And then we're going to try and lift off your upper body as well. So you're basically on the side of your body, from underneath the armpit, and lower down to the thigh. Now both legs are going to stay lifted. Let your arms come back down. And we're going to go for a side walk. So top leg's always going to go back. Bottom leg's always going to come forward. Bring them back together and then they split again. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you bring it in. I've said it before, I'll say it again. These are not my favourite exercises. They're amongst the least favourite, but hey, you've got to do everything. Because you get bored if you do the same thing every day, right? Yeah. Same if you You just need to change things up a bit. Last two. Now this next one we're going to hold open, okay? And then from here, lift the legs up. They're not touching down, so that bottom leg still has not lowered down. And after this, it's going to do one more exercise off the mat. Then it will have a break and we'll keep on going with the top leg. 4 more here. Now let's just swap them over and then bring that top leg in and then place it down. Now the flexing the back leg and then move it back more. So this is going to be working your back leg, the bottom leg, and soon it's going to work the inner thigh of that bottom leg. Now we're going to keep the next one back and then it lifts up. Let's come up higher. If you want, you can come up higher on this one. Feel the burn right in the inner thigh. A few more times. Okay, so this leg comes down. The other leg comes back up again. You can slide your body back down and lift it up. Now bringing the knee in and then push away. Keep going with the breath. 2 more. Then we're going to go for our hot potato. So stay there. Turn your toe down, your heel stays up, double toe tap forward, and then double toe back. Yeah. Just like that. Tap, tap, elevate. Keep it coming. 4 more only. Then you'll have a break from legs for a moment to do some abs. Okay, let's hold that there. Bring the feet together. Turn forward facing. I'll just move the angle a bit. Onto your elbows. Tuck the toes. Lift off. So just move your weight back in your heels, and that way you're going to get a lovely stretch through the back of the legs. And after yesterday's class, my legs definitely feel like they need this stretch. A little bit of shaking going on if you're doing that breath correctly. I'm going to bring one elbow in, turn, stack, and lift. Just so you know, tomorrow I'm going to do a yoga session. Shoulders relaxed. It's also going to be aiming at opening out the hips a bit. It's got some strong, powerful moves in it. 2 more breaths here. Now I'm going to bring back to the center. But this time, take your legs out wider, keeping the arms in close. Weight back in those heels again. Nice deep breathing. Palms stay pressed. Last 2. So zip the legs back in. Take yourself to the other side. Drive the hips up. And then back to the center, please. Pressing those palms together again. Just move back into the frame. So of course, it's our long sequence, but I decided to start us on our elbows and then move up to the hands, just for something different. 2 more breaths here. So lift up onto your hands. And let's continue on with some strong belly exercises. Just a couple more breaths here. Then we're going to turn to the side again. So bring one hand in. We stack, we lift. So 50 cases today. Seems a bit better than yesterday and the day before. But not so much the mysteries and the isolation. I know I wasn't going to talk about it. It's hard though. It's on everybody's mind, isn't it? A couple more. And it's normal to feel flat. If you're feeling crappy out there, it's normal. We'll get through it though. Come back to center. Remember, legs, I want you to take them apart now. This middle one and the top hand level. Two more. So we're gently going to bring the feet back together, and then the other hand comes center. Stack, lift, shoulders draw them back away from the ears. Now just gently come to the center. And this is the last lot of exercises for the planks for this moment. We'll come back to them later once we finish our legs on the other side and also a few other things in between. Two more breaths, please. And just have your knees to get the toes apart, have a stretch back, and then we're going to get into our other side. So we're flipping over to get into the legs the other way. Knees are bent. I might just angle it straight. And you've got your toes lifted. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, knee up. So again, you're in this position just to keep your spine neutral. If you want to, you can come up. And like I do, monitor the breathing, tummy moving in. Now we're going to go for the kick. So inhale up, exhale, extend. Toes come back like glue, and then the knees come join. Again, inhale, open, exhale, kick, toes together, and then close the knees. Good. So you're going to feel this leg pretty soon, and the reason being is because this was the leg that was under before, and it worked nearly the whole time. No resting here. Why would we? Where that gym is. And there's so many houses for sale, all in a group. The same guy that's selling them all. Developers. It's like Doncaster Road is just going to be buildings after buildings, high rises. It's bloody ugly. One more, please. I grew up in this area. Keep the feet together. Close the legs. Now extend the legs, and we're going to just move the top leg. The bottom leg is lifted, not a high lift. Breath in and lift it up. I went to Doncaster Primary School, and that was on the corner of Doncaster and High Street. Doncaster Road and High Street, sort of on the corner. And then when Jeff Kennett came in, and he got rid of lots of schools, that was one of them that went. So that was the first time there was like a development in place of where the school was. Now all of Doncaster Road's becoming a development. I can't say I ever used the golf course up there, but the fact that it's all like, I don't know, Legoland, that's what it is. 4 more. Not so high, keep it long and straight. Hold this next one up, okay? Then bottom leg lifts to it. Go for a few more, and then the two legs will move at the same time. So hold this one up, then bring both legs down and lift together. That's the way. Well, I'm happy to report my girls have been enjoying lockdown. Not so much the study part for Alba, make her do quite a bit earlier in the day, but then we have a neighbour who, I know it's like against the rules, but they play outside. And so they're outside for at least 2 hours, just in our driveway. It's not like they're going anywhere. And they just run around. It's just lovely. It's really nice for them. I know that there's no disease in the area on this lot of units. Hold this one up. Now we're going to go for the split. So top leg goes back, bottom leg forward. And the poor boy, he doesn't have anyone to play with. At least my girls have each other. But his sister's older, so she wants nothing to do with him. He's exactly the same age as Alba, just a couple of months older than her. So they've been loving it, and he has been loving it. They're sweet kids. I'm happy if they're just out moving, but they're like, can Isaac come in? I'm like, he's not allowed to come in. Can we go into his house? No. I'm not going to let that happen. So everything's normal again, yes. But he's always been a shy boy. He's never really wanted to be around us, but he saw the girls playing, and that just sparked his interest. He's like, I couldn't resist anymore. And so out he came. The first day he needed his mum around, and then after that he's like, I said, you can go in. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. And he was fine, and they've been playing every day since. Hold it open. Breath in and then lift up. Hey, we are all inside all day, every day. She is. I know she doesn't do anything in terms of putting herself at risk. We're all vaccinated. Romero gets his second dose on Monday, so, you know. Apart from that, we do everything else right. 4 more. Then we're going to just do one last exercise for that lower leg, right? That top leg's asking for a break, right? So bring it in, swap them over, bring that leg in, and then flex that bottom leg, and then we're just lifting it back, taking it back. No, lifting it up. No, back. Have to remember the order. You can keep a hold of this leg if it feels like it's going to run away. Now we keep this one back and then lift it up. This is when you can come up. It doesn't feel like it can go up very high. And mine doesn't. Yours might be able to go up higher. Four more. Burn that inner thigh, right? Okay, let's let that leg go down. You come down and then bring that knee in. Wonderful. Two more. Okay, so let's take this leg down a bit. Toe now points down. Hips keep in the correct alignment that way. Double tap and then back at double tap. I find if I keep my head down, it keeps my body more balanced, but of course you can have your hand forward. I don't often do planks facing this way, but after this we're just going to do another round of planks. I decided to just do it here instead of flipping over there later on. Might as well do it here. 4 more though. Two more each way, so it's the 4 long 4. And Then let's bring the legs together, turn yourselves over onto your elbows, lift up, weight back in the heels. We're not doing the long sequence. But we are going to just hold this one still, and then we're going to come up our hands and hold it still. So we're not doing the side ones. When we get on our back, we'll get into some side exercises, lying down on our back. We're going to push up onto our hands. Set ourselves up. Shoulders away from the ears. Brace the bellies. And breathe. Shouldn't feel any tension in your back. And we will give the back some attention later on. All right, flip yourself over. Wonderful work. So, toes together, knees apart, no toes together. Toes are together, knees are bent, toes are pointed up. We're just going to go for a basic abdominal strengthener, one round, then we'll get into some waist. Holding on to the head, rise up. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Moving with the breath. So come up and then come back halfway. I told you how I've been on this medicine for my colitis, which is inflamed bowel disease. And I was reading about it today because I'm like, oh, there's 200 tablets you've got to take. You take 3 a day. So it's like over 2 months worth of tablets here I'm taking. And I'm just like, how long is it going to keep me in remission? Anyway, I've got an appointment with the doctor tomorrow. I'll talk to him. But I was reading about it before I got on halfway back, lifting it. It says only 3 to 6 weeks it will help you. I'm like, why am I taking something for this long that will only potentially help me for 3 to 6 weeks? Anyway, we'll see. If that's the case, I'm a little bit... It's really frustrating too because apparently with this disease, the things I like to eat flare it. Like chili, like raw vegetables, like nuts, good stuff. Sugar flares it too. I don't have too much sugar anymore. Coming up, 7 to back, except for the weekends, So just a little bit of a move there, tiny move, lift and lower. I'm like, oh gosh. It's so ridiculous that things that are meant to be good for you can flare it up. Four more. Now we're going to hold this next one up, bring the arms forward, and then really slowly pivot yourself. Keep the feet where they are if you can, otherwise lengthen them strong and straight. Good, come up. Slowly come back. Try not to drop it. Take your time. Before we get into the waist completely, let's just do a lower belly exercise that's also going to be working your inner thighs. So your legs are up. They inhale, open, then they point and close. No, keep the point actually as you open, then flex to close. That will get your inner thigh working stronger. The angle here makes you work it into your lower belly more. So inhale to open, flex and close, and then you feel that inner thigh. Yep. Then feel the stomach move down. Here comes one of them. It's the little one. Go and study.
Mamá dice
¿Qué cosa?
es la caja de arenas.
Ah, pero tienes que poner la mesa abajo porque no está cerrada bien. Labang selasi. Just 2 more. And then bend the knees, but don't let them come down. They're going to come down halfway as you exhale. Bring them back up. And then go halfway the other side. Bring them back up. Eso nomás. ¿Qué vas a hacer ahorita? I love her. So cheeky though. The other day I was on the phone. We've got this bluey book, and it's the fruit bat one, which is about how they, Bluey imagines that she's a fruit bat, but before then she has to go and have a shower, and they show a picture of her, I think it's her, doing like a penguin sliding on the floor. So my daughters, I was on the phone to an agent, it was an important phone call, and they were in the bath, and they decided to come out and they wet the floor, and they started doing penguins, like sliding all over the floor. So upstairs, they did it in my bedroom, where I was on the phone, in the bathroom, and Alba's bedroom. So the floor was soaking wet. I mean, it was fine. The floor was clean, and they cleaned it even more. But I was like, you little cheeky buggers. Always when I try and talk on the phone. Last one, please. Now this time the legs are coming down, and you're just going to let the knees come down to one side, and you're holding on with the underarm, and then exhale, come up. Estaba contando a 10 cuando tú estabas en bueno. Uy. Estás bien? Uf. I shouldn't talk to her when she's walking down the stairs. Go for a few more. Hey, sit on point. Anna. Okay, we're going to bring the top knee in. Then it extends away straight. Just like that. Now both legs, straighten them away and bring them in. Go for 4 more. All right, bring the feet down and just take them over to the other side. Keep them down. You're holding on with both hands, or with the underhand or both hands, and lift up. So this is about the top waist. For 4 more. Okay, so double leg, top leg, sorry. Keep it coming. Now both legs, yeah? Stay strong. Then we're going to go for another exercise for the inner thigh and also your waist at the same time. Last 2. All right, bring the feet down, turn yourself to the center, lift the legs up, but I've turned my knee out. Then my other leg is up, knees out. So see I've got a diamond shape in my legs. So that's what we're going for. That will work you in your thigh. Move the ankle down, bring the arms forward, side to side, pulse. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4. And lower it down with the feet. Lift your hips up. And let's go for a little bit more for the thigh and the hip opening. So take one leg up, circle it around. Inhale, lift, and circle. 4 more. And bend it down. Excellent. Other side, inhale up, circle. Last one. And bring it down and lower it down and use your knees to rock yourself back up. And we're going to just turn ourselves over. We're going to work our back a little bit. It's also going to work into opening out your hips. So I might start with the leg that's closest to you so it's easy to see. Flex the foot and then lift slow. Evenly weighted in both arms. Two more, and then we're going to do double pace. Let's go. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now cock the leg like you're a bit of a dog doing a pig, and then bring the knee in. Again. Pace, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Bring it back. Oh, come on down. Other leg. Flex the foot. Up we go. So just slow ones. I'll get faster. Pulse it, please. Strong arms, Tom. Last 4. You got 4, 3, 2. Cock the leg. Slowly bring it around. Few more. Double pace, let's go. Got that fast. 8, go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it up, lower it down, toes together, knees apart. Whew. We've just got one more lot of exercises for our back by lying on our tummy, and then we'll come back up to standing. And touch wood, it doesn't go, but I'm happy that it hasn't gone like it did yesterday at the 20-odd minute mark. We're still living. So from here, let's get into upper and lower back at the same time. So we've got our arms forward. Our arms going to pull back like you're doing a lat pull down at the gym, so your elbows bend and you're pulling your shoulder blades together. The legs are staying hip width distance apart, simple lifting. So breath in, let's do it. Inhale, come straight, and then exhale, lift. few more. Hold this one up. We're going to pulse the arms. Now the arms come down, the legs stay lifted, and they're just going to inhale, open, and then exhale, come to close. So you're going to squeeze them together. Couple more. Now we're going to stay squeezed with the legs. Lift them up higher, arms to the side, and then just twist to the other side. So you're working your upper and lower back. Really lovely exercise there. 4 to go. And we'll come back up to standing. Finish off with the balance. And then bring your hands underneath, lower the legs and lift into a stretch. Whew. Really lovely release there in the back, which worked really hard at the end. And then take it into the child's pose. So like I said, tomorrow's going to be a yoga. Thursday, I'm thinking of doing a plank session. Okay? Planks, and some more planks. And we'll break it up with back in between so that your wrists and your arms get a break. So I call it a plank session, but it does, of course, have other things as well. Okay. Balance time. Slip and slide. Let's start with our dancer's pose. Left arm up, right leg in, come through. Keep this coming, lifting up higher. Lovely stretch for the waist and release. Holding on, come through. Keep the leg whole, and lift up. Great, bring it in. Hold on to your opposite knee, cross it over you, windmill the arm around to the back, and then look to that arm. Bring the arm down, release the foot. Other side, hold your arm, crossing it over. So wrap here. I guess if you can look in that. Let's go for our lockdown balance. Hopefully the numbers are going to continue down with that trend. Hopefully none of those falls on Saturday were contagious. I'm going into not demonstrate, beef bugs in the city. Now let's switch. Whew. Body feels like it's not very flexible right now. We've done a lot of tightening. We haven't done a lot of lengthening. That's why tomorrow I think yoga will be great. Especially after yesterday's session. I was tempted to make today's session the yoga, but I thought, no, I already said it was going to be lying down leg stuff, so I'm not going to break my word. But the body needs yoga. So tomorrow it is. Bring it in, and let's just do our tree. I used to do stretching a lot. I know I don't do it as much as I'd love to, but I think the yoga sort of helps in that respect, that you're stretching, lengthening out. And you guys know it, I've got a herniated disc. Really bad problems I used to have. I don't get flare-ups much at all anymore. I think the yoga helps. Pilates definitely helps. Walking helps. Stretching, which is the yoga. All those things. The class from yesterday probably doesn't help. Hey, but I'm working out fine apart from some sore legs, which is what we want. Bring the hands to heart. Third eye I'll lift. And bring it down, let that foot come down, just shake it on out. So you guys are done. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll be here tomorrow for the yoga Pilates session, and if you don't like your yoga, come back for the following day because that will be your plank session.